Avocado. We're back home. Shooby-doo, we're in someone else's home. We're back home. Shooby-doo, we're home. Hello, and this is hot and steamy. Actually, we're gonna eat it cold because you're supposed to, because it's sushi, because we're eating sushi. Actually, this is a really bad angle for my double chin. Oh my gosh, my life is all over the place. You guys, I don't even know where to begin. Oh my god. So yesterday, I thought it would be fun to give you guys like a little taste of my ex. Oh my god, that sounds really wrong. That sounds really wrong, but you know what I mean. A little flavor, a little peek, a little insight, a little mystery. And it was deliberate. I was like, you should just take a bite, but don't say anything. Let's see what the reaction is. You guys coming up with all these nasty theories about him. Oh, he's a serial killer. Oh, he's a blah. Oh, he's weird. Oh, he's snarky. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Oh, he's that. You guys, he didn't even say a word. He literally looked at the food, ate the world's spiciest noodles, which isn't gonna bring a smile on your face, and left. That's it. And you guys went to the moon with all of these conspiracy theories. You think you know him, people are like, this is what he is, this is what he does, this is how his personality. Oh my god, Nick, it was such an upgrade to go from him to Orland. I'm like, he didn't even say anything. You guys, oh, okay, you gotta calm down. Yes, it is. It's a problem, okay? Yes, ma'am. So, thank God he doesn't really care, because I was like, oh my gosh, should I disable the comments? He's like, I don't care what people think about me on YouTube. He's like, they're trolls. I'm like, okay, but they're also my viewers. He's like, they're viewers. Like, I'm like, oh good, because like, if you're like being hurt, which you have every right to be, I will disable the comments, okay? I will disable the comments, all right? Because that's just so unfair, and that puts me in a really awkward position, okay? Say you think he's whatever, don't freaking type that, because this is my channel. This has my name on it. This has my face and my 3 chins all over it. So don't you dare write something nasty that I'm gonna have to live with, all right? It puts me in a very awkward situation. We're both on the couch, we're both in our laptops. I'm like, ooh, the video went live, let's see what people think. And we're sitting next to each other and you can hear crickets. And we're both reading comments. He's a serial killer. He is snobby. He is snarky and stuck up. Oh my god, it's an upgrade away from him. And I'm thinking like, oh my, so I'm like over here on my laptop, I'm like, and he's like, wow, someone said I look like a fake mannequin. I'm just like, gulp. Oh. You guys put me into a lot of really uncomfortable situations. Thank God we had to talk about today. And he's like, it's okay. You know, people are gonna come. I don't care what people's opinions are about me. I'm like, well, thank you. I mean, because I was ready to delete the video. That was just mean, okay, you guys? Don't write stuff like that, knowing that I'm bringing them on the channel. It's not like I stuck it in his face. So anyways, today is our actual collaboration. And yesterday, again, I was supposed to do it by myself, but I was like, again, that was my idea. I'm like, let's give them a little sneak peek, all right? I thought people would be like, why didn't he talk? Oh, I wonder what he's gonna say. Or be like, oh my god, LOL, he left Nick. I didn't think people were gonna run with the meanness, like, you know what I mean? Like thinking that you know everything about him because he just, the way his face looks, that's just rude. Anyways, so today is our actual collab. So you guys know I want to do a collaboration with my ex for you guys to get to know him, hear what he has to say. Now he is out getting our sushi right now, so I don't know. I don't even know what we're gonna talk about. We haven't even gone over. He literally just wants to eat and chat. He's just a normal, chill guy. But I haven't told him, like, this is what we're gonna talk about, or this is how you do it. I mean, you really, like my ex-girlfriend, Sammy. Remember Sammy? I didn't tell her what to do. She kind of was just like, you eat and you talk as you normally would. And she was great, and he's gonna be great too. So don't you come for him, and don't you come for me either, all right? Jeez, don't make it awkward. This is supposed to be fun, entertaining, train wreck, but in a good way, all right? Because most people would not go see their ex deliberately and choose to eat with them and film it and stick it on the internet, but I am. Train wreck over here. So anyways, he's out. I keep looking out the window, be like, oh my god, is he walking by? So anyways, he is, it's like 2 blocks away. He's walking over. It's apparently a really good sushi place. So I'm really excited. Oh my god, I can't wait to try this sushi. And he says it's supposed to be expensive. Now I gave him my card, which I'm like, oh my god, what? I should just go with him, but I had things to do. I had to shower, I had to get my video ready on my main channel, the crab one. I had to re-upload it and get it all together. So there's that, all right? And so I'm just like, you know, I'm like, if you buy a million things, I'll take you to court. with my card. But anyway, oh, I just got a text. On the way, here comes sushi. I never eat sushi. It better be good. It better be good. And we're gonna put it on this tray. Oh my gosh, last night we had like a little, I don't want to say date, but he made me food. If you guys followed my Twitter, you guys saw everything that happened. But look, there's like a pot. See the circle? That's a circle pot stain. Oh my god. And that's from the hot heat of the pot. And I was like, oh my god, because this is a concrete table. Apparently it was very expensive. This is a $2,000 table. Shit. $2,000, that's more than my life. And this is a table. $2,000 table, shoot. Even the lights are expensive. These lights, well, I'm not gonna give you a house tour, that's rude. Well, you see the table, so that's the table. But yeah, so last night he made me some, oh, I should say too, before people judge, he came down with a flu or a cold like the day I arrived. Apparently someone in his life gave it to him. I'm not gonna say which family member or whatever, but gave it to him. And I'm hoping I don't get it either. So I've been keeping my distance, even though he did kind of poke at the waterway. He was like this day, he was like boing, boing, boing. He's like, oh my god. He's like, I still can't get over it. And not in a judgmental way, but just like, you know, he used to see this whole body up and down. Now he's just like, he's like, what is that? You know, like, this is just, okay, this is just extremely different than what he was used to. Hey! And yes, remember I was getting clothes for the trip? Well, look what I'm wearing. Look what I'm wearing. A t-shirt. Here are my boobies. T-shirt and shorts, which you can't see, but I'm not gonna show you the bulge. Apparently, everyone was commenting about, it's big, what can I do? If you have big boobs, everyone can see you have big boobs. So why can't I have big there? Okay, what's the difference? If you have big boobs, they're gonna take shape, they're gonna take room, they're gonna demand area, surface area, aren't they? Okay, so what if I have big down there? Am I supposed to just like tuck it back and pull it up? When the trunk hangs low and I wobble it to and fro. Okay, hello. Yay. Yeah. Can't wait to see my DNA test. That might explain. What am I? You know what I mean? Like, girls, you can tell right away. You don't have to look, it's just right there. So mine's right there too. Okay, before people say, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did an outfit tour on this channel in a video called, I'm gaining so much weight and my clothes don't fit. That was the name of the title. Hashtag nude. Literally though, I was kind of having a mini breakdown. Well, not breakdown. Actually, I found some nice clothes. It was just kind of like, oh my god, mayday, mayday, mayday. I'm the last size that this store carries. And I actually brought it up with my ex, and I was like, so I'm like a 40, 42-ish. He's like, yeah, that's usually where most stores cut off. After that, you have to go to the loud and proud, big and charged, large and in charge stores. And I'm like, okay, that's me. Sign me right up. Large and in charge, big and loud. Yay. But yeah, so this was protruding from my really tight pants, which I'm gonna wear tomorrow when I'm walking down the streets. Hey, so today I'm not dressing up. Tomorrow I'll be dressing up. I'm so excited. You guys, I hope I don't get sick. Oh my god. Please comment down below in this video, because his nose is clogged. You'll hear it in his voice. His voice does not normally sound this like rah, rah, rah. So before you do not say anything rude, but his voice does not sound like he usually does, because he's sick, and also he's like sniffling, and he can't blow. I don't know if he's gonna sniffle in the video, but he can't blow his nose. I don't know, he's not allowed something, I don't know, he just can't blow it. If he blows it, something bad happens, something pops. So all I know is that he might be sniffling, but he is cold. But I'm trying to keep the distance, and other than him poking the waterway, being like, wow, it's jiggling, other than that, we haven't like been very close, except in the car. And I'm trying to like make sure that I wash my hands like every chance I get. I don't touch my face, even though I did it earlier, because I forgot. It's very normal to touch your face. Oh my god. I do not want to get sick. I have big plans on this trip. I have to see another YouTuber and collab with them. I have to see another YouTuber and collab with them. I have this very special thing that I'm doing, seeing them. I actually just got off a phone call because a big company found out that I'm here in Manhattan, and they're like, oh my god, can you stop by our office? So I'm gonna be going there. I'll probably vlog it. I don't even know. Even though I don't vlog, I don't even know. But I have a lot of things to do on this trip, and I cannot afford to be sick. I just can't. So we got some ginger. You guys know me and my ginger shots, so he's big into juicing. So we got some ginger, and we're gonna juice that, and we got some celery and dark leafy greens, baby tender leafy greens, not the hard stuff that you can't digest or absorb. Make sure it's soft leafy greens, the baby ones if you want. But still, he agrees with me. He agrees because again, he has a certification in nutrition, dietitian, and he told me like eating salads is like not a scam, but it's just kind of like pushed in society when it's just passing through you. It's just empty crunch. He's like, you're not going to get the nutrition unless you cook and break down the greens, or you juice them, or if you insist on eating them raw, make sure you're only getting the leaves that are this big, very baby tender. Otherwise, it's a waste of digestion, a waste of stomach space, a waste of poop, and a waste of money, and a waste of all the farmers that had to grow it because they would not be growing it. They knew that you were just going to be pooping it out, okay, like confetti. So make sure you cook your salads. It's a weird thing in this society. People have raw salads. I don't know. Oh, I'm touching my face. I really don't want to get sick. He's not. Where is he? It's literally right around the corner. He says I'm walking over. Anyways, so I'm really excited. Oh my god, it's so funny. With my ex-girlfriend, we had sushi. Now with my ex-boyfriend, we're gonna have some sushi. And yeah, hopefully it takes up the whole tray. I said get enough to take up this tray, and I gave him my card, and I said I'm not willing to spend more than 100, so we'll see what the bill is, but it's okay. It's a special occasion. I never ever eat sushi, and sushi already is expensive, and I haven't seen this guy literally since I was like 19, 20, so all right, here we go. We're gonna fill this up. I am so excited. Today, I might as well keep talking. He's around the corner. You can fast forward if you want. But today, we saw a lot of different things. We drove on over to New Jersey, and he showed me one of his cousin's house and like the area, and it was beautiful. Lots of traffic. And he was like, oh, you should move here. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, oh, you should move here. That way you get the country life and the city life. I'm like, I know, but these are houses. I can't rent a house. I could, but I don't need a whole house. You know, I'm just trying to get an apartment or a building, but Orland doesn't want that. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. So he was trying to convince me to like move next door. I'm like, that's nice, but I don't know if that's gonna work out because I'm married. And listen, we're all friends. Orland's friends with him too. I mean, he's met him a couple of times a long time ago when we first met. Because again, he lives in Manhattan. I remember me and Orland first met in Manhattan. We met at the the High Line in Chelsea, that railroad track that's turned into a beautiful park. And we also met at Bryant Park, and we also met at, where else did he go? Well, he went with me to the Broadway theaters because I was performing an off-Broadway show at that time, and so he waved for me outside with a watermelon. Okay, speaking of whole fruit, you guys know me and Orland, we met in like a cult. I mean, like a religious group of people, seriously, that literally are so obsessed in just cult-like behavior. Like if you decide to change your diet, you were never to begin with. That's, you know, the same rhetoric and propaganda you hear from lots of cults, meaning like this, you have to be in the group. If you leave the group, you are exiled and shamed and shunned. It's literally cult-like. We met, unfortunately, in a group like that. But so when I knew this ex, who you're gonna see in a couple of minutes when he gets here, why is it taking so long? I really have to wash my hands, but I don't want to get sick. Lord Jesus, don't get me sick on this trip. I can't be sick, oh my God. But anyways, he might have some stories to share. I'll ask him. Again, we don't even know what we're going to talk about. Maybe he won't say much at all because he's sick. Don't judge. But because, I mean, I came all the way here. I'm just not going to not film. But, and he really wants the sushi. Okay, I'm paying, so, okay. I mean, he loves sushi. Anyways, the point is I'm trying to get here is that he knows me back from a time where I used to eat that way. And he has some stories of when I used to, I used to roll in like a whole cart of, you know, 40 pounds of bananas. Roll them up the steps of the apartment building. I used to eat a whole watermelon in my underwear on the sidewalk, and you're thinking like, oh, what was wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna see if he's willing to talk about it. and I forget a lot of it. My brain is shrinking. Oh, you guys know I have memory issues. Like I can remember really good details about some things, but a lot of things, like he's bringing up, Nick, do you remember when we did this? I'm like, no. It's like, Nick, do you remember when you did this? I'm like, no. He's like, Nick, oh my God, remember this? I'm like, no, I don't remember it. I don't remember shoot. It is really actually scaring me because the raw veganism and the veganism, in my opinion, kind of destroyed some of the... It's funny, you ask him what's worse, the standard American diet, junk food, or the vegan diet. He says the vegan diet's way worse. He actually believes that, but again, he's a dietitian, so he thinks what he thinks. But I know, and now that I'm doing mukbangs, I'm not making it any better. If anything, I'm keeping it pretty bad because I'm eating hydrogenated corn syrup oils and sugars and omega-6s and fried. So that's why I do my daily sardines, which he says is a really good step. And also today, see, I'm getting free advice. People pay him like hundreds of dollars just to talk to him. So I'm getting free advice from the guy. And I'm being nice by telling you. Maybe he will get mad. Well, it's just one. I won't tell you everything. He told me a lot. Literally, me and Orlin like call him for advice sometimes about nutrition. But he told me that I need to take krill oil. Do you know what krill oil is? Krills are little plankton. It's what the whales eat. Very little fishes. And it's different from regular fish oil because fish oil's not good. Apparently he says the krill oil is one of the only things that can pass, okay? It can pass through the blood-brain barrier in order for it to become effective. And he says it's advertised as good for the heart, but really you're gonna notice the biggest difference in your memory. He says it's not gonna make your short-term memory come back. It's not like it's magic, but you will notice your cognitive abilities and your general brain functioning levels will be heightened after taking the krill oil for a couple of weeks. It's not gonna be once you're gonna notice. I'm like, darn, I really want to notice it on this trip. I'm so smart now, but he said literally, you're gonna feel so much smarter. And he's like, it's night and day. He is, when I first met him, he was like still at university, like going through the schooling and stuff, and he was always learning stuff. But he just told me today, walking around the store, Nick, out of everything I've ever done to help improve my brain, this has been the biggest noticeable difference. Krill oil. And make sure that when you look at the back of the bottle, it only says krill oil. Make sure there's no other additives because it's BS. Make sure that it's not filled with other stuff. You just want krill oil. And it's a pill, you take it every day. He says he takes his twice a day. And I got a bottle that was 65 pills, so if I do it twice a day for a month, I want to see what happens. The whole bottle was, I think, $10, $9. So if I notice that I feel smarter and I'm helping my brain, because you only have a short amount of time on this earth, I'm not going to waste it, then $10 a month, boom, definitely willing to do it. So, I mean, I spend $30 to $40 a month on my sardines because I do 1 can a day religiously, and that's to protect my heart. So yes, it's just water weight because I eat very healthy and I know what I'm doing. Okay, thanks. But seriously, that's something to research and experiment. He said he got one of his family members to do it, and they usually don't. It's weird. You can have someone in your family that's really knowledgeable and they can tell you something, you'd be like, oh yeah, poo-poo, but then you hear it from like a stranger, or you hear it from a friend or someone at church or someone at your school, and you're like, oh, okay, and you do it, and that family member that told you earlier, you're like, they say to you, I told you so. I've been telling you that for years, and now you finally do it because you heard it from someone else. That's kind of like the rule of thumb. Anyways, so his family members really try, I mean, they are well aware of his knowledge, but they don't really take it up. They don't do it too often just because they know that he knows that they're not gonna, it's coming from him. They need to hear it from someone else. Well, anyways, one of his family members decided, out of all things, he doesn't listen to anything else, but they decided to do the krill oil. And after a month and a half, he says, my ex, that he noticed such a big difference. And he was like, I feel like a fog has been lifted from my head. I'm like, sign me up for that, please. Okay. So I don't have any more meltdowns. Literally, we want the fog to go away. And the double chin. I asked him if there's a pill to make this go away. He says, the pill is called exercise. And I'm like, He actually was gonna take me to the gym today. I'm like, He's a little low-key worried for me, but he says what I'm doing off camera is gonna make this sustainable. He says, I don't know what the other mukbangers are doing to stay this big, but he says, you know, if one of them pops dead, including myself, he's like, if you drop dead, we're not gonna be surprised, okay? This is a very risky thing. And actually I did an interview for, you guys know this is temporary for me. I'm just having fun because I was vegan and deprived for literally a decade, but vegetarian too for 10 years. But anyways, the point is, I'm just having fun. This is what I do, but it's not gonna be for life. It's gonna be for a year or two. But still, I mean, I'm glad I'm in my 20s doing this. Imagine if I decided to do this in my 40s, I'd be dead by now. It is America's legal drug. What they put in food is illegal in all over the world. There's an additive they use. It actually comes from lighter fluid. Lighter fluid. At McDonald's, Burger King, many fast food joints use it as a preservative because it's very effective to preserve the food and it's cheap. And our FDA allows it, and it's not even allowed in Russia. So if Russia is banning this product from their foods, and meanwhile our fast foods are loading it up, what does that say about our country? It's really sad. So I'm very well aware of what I do, being dangerous and fun, and that's why most people, again, when I was doing my interview, they're like, do you think you're inspiring people to like go out and binge and have all these treats? I'm like, no, because people know it's wrong. They're watching me to do it for them. That's the irony. If anything, people are looking to be healthier because they look at me and say, that's not what I want to do. So anyways, I'm really excited. Oh my god. Yay! We're back home. Shooby-doo, we're home. Hello, and this is Audit's Day, cause we're eating with my ex-boyfriend. 1, 2, 3. Nice comments, please. 1, 2, 3, like Britney Spears. Go. Say hi, don't be shy.
I didn't talk yesterday because I was too sick.
He still is, a little bit, but...
Yeah, I'm still sick.
Okay, so yeah, look at this beautiful sushi. This is $100 worth of sushi. Maybe I'll put that in the title. This is supposed to be really, really good sushi. He was telling me about it. It's like really, really good, so.
This is $100 worth of sushi that anywhere else for this level of sushi would be 300 plus. This is really good sushi.
I'm excited. I'm used to like Chinese food buffet sushis.
Oh, this ain't that.
Yeah, because to me it looks the same. And I'm like, this was $100. Like, oh Nick, this is better filler. I'm like, what's the difference? So he's gonna teach me and teach you guys as well. So without further ado, do you want your drink? I was gonna do cheers. Okay, what's first?
So we're gonna start with these 3 first. There's 2 of each. And I wanna have you taste it before I know what it is.
Oh god. I hope it's nothing crazy. So follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back. I hope it's nothing crazy.
So this doesn't need any soy sauce, so just pick it up.
Okay. Oh, cheers. It's good, it tastes like sushi.
Like sushi.
Yeah. Tastes like sushi. Okay, what was that? Are you gonna tell me?
We gotta have all 3.
Okay.
So this one you can do a little bit of soy.
Okay. We have soy sauce down here. Cute little bowls. These are his bowls.
Don't drench it, just a quick dip.
Okay. Good. And then what's this one? Honestly, they taste very similar to me.
They are.
Okay. I'm like, am I supposed to know a difference?
This one's no soy sauce.
Okay, can you see that up close? Look at that. Ooh. Okay, here we go. No soy sauce. That one had more like of a spice, some kind of kick. Okay, what did I just eat? Do I want to know?
So the topping on the last one was spicy clam.
Oh.
The topping on the middle one was Toro Tartare.
What's that?
Toro's like super high quality tuna that's really fatty. They get it from the belly of the tuna.
Tartare. That sounds fancy.
Cut up means cut up. The first one was, the topping was scallop. But that orange stuff that was on all of them, that was the special part that I wanted you to wait to know about.
Oh God.
That is liver from a monkfish.
Oh.
So you now had fish liver sushi.
It was good.
Pretty interesting, right?
I'm glad you wait till I had it because I know if I would have known, I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I want liver.
But it doesn't taste like liver at all.
No, it literally tasted like sushi that I know to be sushi. It didn't
Yeah.
taste like exotically crazy.
Yeah.
That was good.
So these are pretty interesting. These are Toro Tartare with Japanese pickled radish inside.
Oh, let's try that. Now, the liver, the organs of fish, is it like mammals that they're healthier than the actual meat?
Yeah.
But people choose not to eat them usually.
It's too expensive.
Here we go. This is what it looks like.
This one does get soy, just a little.
Okay. How do you know it gets soy and what doesn't?
Experience.
Oh, okay. Well, what if you just like soy sauce?
Yeah,
ruin
but
it?
the delicate ones, if you put soy on it, you won't taste the fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. What was this again?
Toro Tartare
The same thing.
with Japanese pickled radish. That's the yellow.
And that's what I'm tasting right now. The soy sauce is very salty too. Do you ever feel like it masks the flavor that's there?
If you put too much.
But even like that little dip, all I tasted in that was pickled radish and soy sauce. I just dipped it lately.
You can do none. There's a lot of sushi purists that just do none.
Oh, let's do it again. I like it.
I'll try with no soy.
He actually is really big into eating like the liver and organs of, well, you're trying to do more of, right?
When I can.
When you can.
Yeah.
We had a whole discussion about that, how like people kind of like roll their eyes or like put their nose up to it, but that in actuality it has more nutrition value than just the regular meat.
Much more.
Yeah, and that's what we give to the dogs, you know. Yeah, cheers. See, I like it better without the soy sauce. I feel like I taste more of it.
So you're better at sushi than you thought?
It's good. It's very good. Now, what's this here?
Mackerel with scallion.
Oh, and what's that green thing? That's the
s-
scallion?
Scallion paste. They only got it on one.
Oh, well then, yeah, transfer it over. Thank you.
I wonder why they only got one.
One of us wanted to be more scallion-y. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Ooh. Now, soy sauce or no? No?
Smoky.
Mmm. Now, you always hear about sushi, well, maybe not always, but I have heard that sushi you have to be careful because it's not cooked and raw fish can lead to brain-eating anemia or whatever it's called. How often does that happen, do you think?
Only if they really mess up, because the thing is, technically, in the United States, sushi fish is supposed to all be frozen and thawed before you eat it. So that kills the parasites.
Oh.
So
I was
like,
gonna say they wouldn't do it at restaurants if it was like bad.
So like it can still rot, you know, and it could still make you sick if it rots, but you're gonna smell it.
Okay. Now to me fish already smells bad, so how would you know?
It smells just gross.
Like I had sardines this morning for my brain and
It smells like that.
yeah, it was like ooh. Yeah.
But I mean, if you ever see someone get parasites from sushi, it just means like that place wasn't doing the freezing and thawing process.
And it would be sued to the bone.
Yeah. I mean, that's illegal in this country, but
Yeah.
some places don't, and some of the high-end places, they like have these extremely guarded techniques for freezing and thawing.
Oh.
And it'll take them like 2 weeks to freeze and thaw one piece of fish. Because that would, you know, makes the texture better.
So this is why they're so expensive. Not only are they hard to make, like they're time consuming, but there's a process that goes into it. I've
Yeah.
always wondered like why is this little thing so expensive? But there you have it.
The ones that we were eating with Toro, that's all from Japan. They're flown in.
Wow.
They get it every week at this place.
Wow, fancy. And I'm used to burgers and French fries. Okay, what's next?
You pick.
Let's do this. This looks interesting.
I think that's
Is that a
yellow.
hair?
No,
What is that?
from the seaweed.
Okay, I was like, might not be a hair in my $100 sushi.
This is Yellowtail scallion roll.
Could you imagine? What is this?
Yellowtail scallion.
Scallion, yellowtail. Okay. I love the nori paper. Tastes like the ocean.
Has that natural MSG.
You know, Orlin, when he eats sushi or dumplings or anything that has soy sauce on the side, he will dip it in and give it like a bath. And I told him we were in Thailand, I'm like, you're doing too much soy sauce. He's like, I'm doing the amount I like. I'm like, okay.
That's a lot of salt.
Yeah, he loves salt.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay.
So there's only one of each of these.
Oh.
So we can fight over them. That one's spicy and that one's not.
Which one do you think I should have for like my first time having good sushi? What's more impressive? The spicy one looks good.
Have you had eel before?
No.
That's eel, you should have it.
Oh god. Okay, I've never had eel.
It's actually cooked.
Oh.
And it's going to taste sweet, so no soy sauce.
Eels are very scary in the ocean when we see the photos of them.
I think this is raw spicy scallop. I think. It's very sweet, right?
Yeah. So they're not adding sugar?
Well, the sauce, the eel sauce, is sweet.
Oh. If I didn't know it was eel, I would not have been hesitant. That was really good. That's the thing. A lot of these scare you because you're imagining like what they are, you know. Imagine them in their animal form and woo. But that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And what's this one? This one looks really pretty. The pink one, this one.
It's either regular tuna or Toro.
Oh.
Try it.
Okay. And you can have whatever. So there's one of each of those.
Have you ever had this?
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese egg?
Yes,
Okay.
very good. You can have that one.
You know.
I had that at the Chinese buffet.
I love this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They make it, it's like a million layers and they roll it up. Yeah, it's hard to make, so I don't do it.
Delicious. Oh my god. One time I ate 100 pieces of sushi. Like exactly 100. One time when I was in Thailand, I went to an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet. It was like a train that went around on a conveyor belt. And you just pay one price. It was like $8 in Thailand. And you sit there for 2 hours and it's this type of stuff. Like, I don't know if it's this quality when you're talking about quality, but it looks identical to me just by the look of it. So, and they had like 15 different types of sushi. It was good. I was very full.
A lot of those conveyor belt sushi restaurants, you just take it and like each plate is a different color.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're done, they come to your table and they just count the plates to
By
know
color.
what to to know what to charge you.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was a flat rate and I was really happy. Yeah. Okay, what's next?
So obviously that's salmon.
Uh-huh.
That and that, I don't know. I didn't ask.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing, you think? Or no, they're all different?
These two are different.
Well,
So pick one.
I'll stick with
If I had to-
what I know. I know it's salmon. I don't know if I want mystery fish. I love salmon.
It's all good fish.
Well, yeah, if they freeze it and
If there was going to be one you didn't like, it would have been the monkfish liver.
Oh.
None of these are like a strong flavor.
I thought everything here is really good.
You'll like that one. That one's going to be like really smooth, I could tell from looking at it. Good
This
salmon,
is so
right?
good. Have you ever had sashimi? You guys have been begging me to have like that. Have you ever seen people do it on YouTube? They get a piece this freaking big, as long as a torso, and just eat it. They'll just eat the whole chunk. Raw by itself.
Oh, that one had a lot of wasabi.
Oh, it did? Oh,
Ooh.
sorry. I didn't even see the wasabi on
It's
there.
okay, it's good for me. No, they put it underneath the fish.
Oh,
That's what they do at good places.
sneaky. Oh, the good ones do that? They want
So that you get it at like the right time.
Oh. There's a whole art to this.
It's like you taste fish and then burn.
Fish and... Do you like wasabi?
Yeah.
Wasabi I feel more in my nose. It's not like a chili spice that's on your lips, you know?
The one thing this place doesn't do, even though it's like super good quality, is they don't have the real wasabi. So like real wasabi is like extremely expensive. It's a root and it like grows on mountains in Japan. And it's much
I was
more.
just gonna say, what is wasabi?
It's much more mild, real wasabi, and it doesn't burn your nose really. The stuff that we get at sushi restaurants, like anything under like 150 a person, is basically just horseradish paste, dyed green, and they call it wasabi.
Oh.
But it's not.
So this was real wasabi that
This
you
is
had?
not real wasabi.
Oh, because it's not $150.
They couldn't do it at this price point if it was real.
My goodness.
Real wasabi is like $200 a pound.
Wow. So it's
Yeah.
like saffron.
It's very
Like
expensive.
something very little that is really expensive.
But you have to use much more of it than saffron. Saffron's very concentrated.
Oh.
So it's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. If you ever go to a sushi place that has real wasabi, you're paying big bucks.
And is it worth it, you think? Have you had real wasabi?
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
Really?
You don't get that like burn in your nose.
I was gonna say, like, why did they... Do you think real wasabi is healthy?
I don't know. I mean, if it was, what are you gonna go do? Spend $1,000 to eat a bunch of it?
Yeah, it's a little additive. They just add it to it. So, okay, what are these again? I want to have this one. This one looks really good.
Looks like salmon cucumber.
Salmon cucumber. Is this the same thing? Let's have these.
Yeah, I think that's salmon cucumber.
Salmon cucumber. Ooh. Very small dip, because the soy sauce today is like a lot for me.
This is just regular premium soy sauce. Most
Well,
people use the low sodium one so they can dip it in like crazy.
this is what the restaurant gave us, but...
We could try it. We could try it.
No, I trust you. We got John's soy sauce, so...
I don't actually know what this is.
Well, if it's an expensive restaurant, they can't give you the bad stuff, could they? Or they still would.
It might just be the average stuff. We could try it.
I want to see if there's a... Oh, this smells more,
You see how much lighter that one is?
alcohol-y. Yeah, this one has a stronger scent, too.
We could try it.
Yeah, let's try. Let me just turn the brightness down a one. Okay. Which one can we, like... it's not, like, too special that if we don't like the soy sauce, we don't ruin the fish.
Salmon cucumber.
Alright, let's have another salmon cucumber. Oh, this one's big. I'm gonna put it in here.
You're gonna do the Orlin?
Well, no, not the Orlin.
Not quite.
It's trippy. Okay.
So you did the Orlin.
Yeah. Yeah, it tastes like it smells. Like strong. It's stronger. Where's this one? Yeah, this one. It's not as... I don't know how to describe it. There's like an alcoholic to this. Like it almost smells like alcohol. Whereas this one doesn't even have a scent as much.
Yeah.
This one I barely smell. I wonder what that is.
You try that one, you'll like it.
Okay. But you don't know what it is.
Teeny little bit of soy sauce.
Drop it.
Perfect. I want this.
Okay.
Very smooth, right?
Mm-hmm.
The texture of the fish. I could tell from looking at it because you don't see like the grains
No.
in the muscle.
And there's the wasabi. I'm like, it got sour.
You got it.
It got sour all of a sudden. I'm like, what? Yeah. It was good. I don't know what my favorite is so far. Honestly,
For me, it's the monkfish.
you're probably the first thing we had.
I love them.
I think that's most memorable because it had the most variety of textures. And that was the most expensive thing, right? The monkfish.
I was gonna do. They have one here that's even more expensive than that, but I didn't want to go crazy. They have one that's Wagyu beef with uni as sushi.
I don't know what that is.
You don't
Wagyu beef? Oh, I've heard of Wagyu beef.
Yeah, it's like really good beef.
That really expensive stuff.
And then like you know what uni is, right? The sea urchin sushi.
Sea urchin?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a spiky ball?
Yeah, so
Oh.
they rip them in half, and the inside is like this orange mush, and it's really salty. And
Oh.
It's delicious, but uni is super expensive. So like, one piece of uni sushi like this is like $10. So if you get the, Wagyu uni sushi, it's like $22 for a bite.
It seems like anything out of the ocean is expensive. Because the only seafoods I do on camera usually is king crab legs, expensive, and lobster, expensive. And I read that lobster used to be dirt cheap. It was
so cheap.
It was the cockroach of the ocean. Like no one wanted it. It was for the poor people. The poor people ate lobster. And then all of a sudden marketing came along. It became a thing, and now it's like they're a little endangered, and now all of a sudden the prices are skyrocketing and everyone wants it.
It was so cheap that people would just take lobsters and throw them out in fields to die and be fertilizer for their crops.
Huh.
That's how cheap it was.
Damn.
Nobody wanted to eat lobster. If you go to like a agricultural store, you'll see a lot of them, they still have lobster fertilizer.
Wow.
Yeah, because people have been doing it for hundreds of years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how things like turn. You know, like kale. No one cared about kale. Now everyone loves kale.
People used to grow kale as like an ornamental.
Yeah. It's like that nasty, like hard vegetable, and you know.
Makes good juice.
Yeah. Yeah, he got juice, greens to juice today.
Yep.
Actually, now that I'm taking my time, I'm like not like starving. Like if I would have gobbled this up, I would have still been hungry if I ate all this by myself.
Word.
Yeah, I just can't. I eat too fast. What's that green one? Okay.
Yellowtail scallion.
Yellowtailed scallion. Ooh. You ever want to go to Japan?
Of course.
And you liked anime, didn't you?
No.
No? I thought you were into anime for some reason.
And you can get really good sushi in Japan for much cheaper than here. Much cheaper.
Is the cost of living less in
No.
Japan? I was gonna say, aren't they in like a recession?
No, the cost of living is high, but good food in Japan is cheap. And like, I don't know if you've ever watched videos of it, but like, it's really, you have to really try to eat unhealthy in Japan.
Huh.
Like, they don't go out of their way to have like, you know, kale health food. But like, everything is like good, real food.
Decent.
With vegetables and like it, you know.
And they walk a lot.
Yeah.
I read something, I watched something that said Japanese people walk more per day than the average person on planet Earth, or something like that. They walk like 12 miles a day if you add up everything they do, their commutes, their bikes, their, I don't know, something long, a lot more than other parts of the world. So that's something to do with it. Yeah.
And everybody bikes in Tokyo. And nobody steals your bike. You don't even need to lock it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Japanese.
I wish we could do that here. That would be great.
I know.
I'm so jealous. You could like go into a cafe in Japan with like a brand new MacBook and just leave it and walk away, come back.
Sorry, my phone.
People won't steal your stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
But I think it's really expensive to live there. So.
Yeah, and you have to know the language too. I don't think they speak English.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the apartments that they live in?
Maybe.
Oh my god, they're so
I saw it in The Grudge.
They're so small.
Yeah.
It's tiny little apartments.
And don't they have those apartment beds? They're like vessels, or is that China? Like
Oh yeah.
a hotel room. I mean.
Yeah.
It's like the world's smartest hotel rooms, and it's like the size of this table.
We have that in Manhattan too.
Really?
We do. Pod Hotel. We do.
Oh.
And you have to share a bathroom with like 4 or 5 other people.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's still like $100 a night.
Wow.
For a pod.
Oh.
But I mean, you're in Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah.
Everything else is 400.
400 or 500. Yeah.
But we do have it. I've been in one. I didn't stay the night.
Oh.
I had a visiting friend who's like, "Oh, I'm staying at Pod Hotel. You have to come see."
I
us."
imagine them getting really hot, like steamy, hot and steamy.
I don't know.
No.
I didn't ask.
Oh. Yeah, I hope they have like ventilation or. Oh, I'm just sweating thinking about it. Ooh. Okay, what's next?
I'm eating this one with the.
All right. Is there a
Pickle.
those? I'll just get whatever this is.
Salmon.
It's all good to me. I haven't had anything that I don't like.
This place used to be even better than it is.
It went down in quality.
Just a little, because
How do you know?
the head chef.
To me, honestly, you're gonna hate me, but it doesn't taste that much difference than what I had at the Chinese buffet. No, don't hate me, but
That's so funny.
it tastes
good for
basically
you.
the same to me.
That's good for you though, because that means you can get cheap sushi and still love it.
Yeah, to me, I enjoy sushi just as much at the buffets as I do now. Like, delicious.
Yeah.
But I don't eat this and be like, oh my god, I've never had this kind of sushi. So my taste buds must be bad, or
It's not that. It's just maybe it's not your thing.
or maybe it's not even so much flavor; it's quality. So it's not something you taste, but your body responds to. No, oh, I tried.
It's flavor.
I tried. Oh, okay.
I mean, as long as the fish is like decent quality, you're not gonna get sick. So, I've never gotten sick from sushi.
I have in Thailand. I thought conveyor belt.
Bet you they didn't freeze it.
I don't know what they did. Oh, good thing I didn't get brain eating amoeba. Maybe I did. That's why my memory's so bad. Maybe I have that brain eating amoeba thing.
So that's like, I don't know if you heard about this, but that's like, cats have that.
Oh, yes. Orlin taught me.
And that's why like people that have like 4 or 5 cats, you get that term like the crazy cat lady.
Uh-huh.
It's a real thing. Because they give you these like amoebas. I need to look that up.
Oh.
It's a really funny name.
Now? Oh.
Well, I don't know. It's a really funny name. But yeah, you actually get like these amoebas from having like a lot of cats in your house.
Oh.
So crazy cat lady is a real thing.
Wow. So the cat ladies get them themselves. That's crazy.
Yeah, you could just like type it in on Google.
From what? Like touching them?
So apparently it's like in their feces, and then when they like do their business in the litter box and they like do that little thing with their paws, it gets on their paws.
And the paws go on the blankets, on the sheets, on the...
And you get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
crazy cat ladies are a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Oh my god.
The more cats you have, the more likely you are to get it. And it's really hard to get rid of.
Like cure it?
And like 80 or 90% of people that have it, they don't know. They have it. Yeah. It's kind of creepy.
I don't think I'm gonna get my cat back. I have a cat.
It's creepy.
Orlin's parents are watching it. They actually fallen in love with it. They can have it, actually. Now I don't want brain eating anemia. Okay, so let's do this. This, I feel like, is being neglected. I don't know. This was the...
I don't even know.
Oh. The best sushi in the world, and you don't know what it is. That's how it goes. Have you ever had something crazy like shark? Yeah? What's that like?
You have to cook it.
You have to cook it.
Yeah, you do.
But is it good?
It's okay. Shark fin is really good. They like dry it out and grill it. It's weird, but it's good. Chewy.
Is there any seafood you've never had? Those conch shells you've had, right?
Yeah, the one thing I haven't is the pufferfish.
Oh, that's what I think I am. If I was a sea creature, I would be a pufferfish. Wait, you agree? You can roast me on my channel.
Because it's like, they're very poisonous fish.
Oh.
And when you serve it as sushi, it's called fugu. So you have to like train for years just to be able to serve this one fish as sushi.
No, that sounds too...
Because you need to be able to cut around the poison glands.
You know, how about we just don't eat it?
It's delicious.
Oh. Well, some very dangerous food in the world is delicious and doesn't mean it shouldn't be eaten. Like durian. Do you know how many people's heads get smashed by that and die
Really?
instantly? Like you touch it, it feels like a knife. It's like millions of knives and it grows up 150 feet.
And it stinks.
And it falls on your head while you're walking through the forest. Boom! Instant death.
They stink.
And they're hard to open. They're very sharp. I've bled from touching them, but they're delicious. Same with king crab legs. Watching me open a king crab leg is... I mean, I'm so happy this is prepared because if these things were like in their shells and skins and bones, I would be like, eh. I've cut myself from king crab leg. Yeah, I'm very not good at doing stuff.
The last time I had a durian, which is when I decided, screw durian, I cut into it, ate some, and I like triple wrapped it in plastic. And then put it in the fridge. And like...
Your whole fridge stank.
Dude, that plastic did not do anything. Like, my fridge stank for like a month. It was a disaster.
But do you like the flavor of durian?
When it's a good one. Sometimes they're not good and they just taste like funky and rotten.
I call it chicken durian when it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The texture is very like rubbery.
Yeah, but every once in a while you get a really good one.
They're so good. If you get a good
Yeah.
one, I love durian. I'm probably the only mukbanger on YouTube to eat them. And people are like, "What's that weird thing you always eat?" I'm like, "It's not always, but yeah, it's durian."
And you can get like drunk.
Yeah.
From durians.
It's a durian high. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad for you if you eat it in large quantities.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's people who have died from mixing it with alcohol. It makes your heart stop. You're not supposed to eat it with alcohol.
Wow.
All the Asians know that. Yeah. It's very dangerous.
They don't have that like listed on the thing.
Yeah, they should tell people here.
I had no idea.
Maybe they figure most people eating durian, though, are not average, Rachel and Sarah walking down the street. It's going to be someone who's Asian or someone who's knows the food and really...
See, I didn't even know that, and I like know Asian food.
Oh, see? Well, then they should have signs, because
Yeah, they should.
You're very good with foods and stuff. Okay, these are all the same except for that pink one.
Yep.
And what are these again?
Something. That's salmon, obviously.
Salmon. You can have the salmon one. That's better, right?
Do you like shrimp?
Yeah.
It has wasabi.
Okay. Ooh. The cops are coming to get me. Here they come.
Yep. They're probably just pulling somebody over. Need that money?
Ooh. You eat the tail?
No. You can if they're tempura fried.
I love fish. Very good.
I picked it up myself.
Thank you.
I know, I'm such a great chef.
Well, I told him in the intro when you were gone that you cooked a really good pickled cabbage, tofu, fish soup
Yes,
last night.
that was good.
Now, what cuisine was that, technically? Thai?
It's Sichuan Chinese.
Oh. Ooh, right.
From the Chengdu province of China.
Oh, so good.
It's good.
That was very good.
Most Sichuan food is like super spicy.
That's your favorite cuisine, right? Sichuan?
Yeah.
We almost did a Sichuan today.
Yeah.
But he always gets Sichuan when it's cheat day. He doesn't really get sushi ever, so we'll do what you don't get.
Oh, I love sushi. I eat sushi whenever I can. It's just...
Oh, well, that's fine. We love sushi.
I can't believe we ate like almost all of this.
Are you full? I'm gonna eat it all, so please eat.
I think I'm gonna have one more.
Eat it, because I'm gonna swallow it all down.
And then I'm done. Of course you are.
I have more calories to support.
Your mama didn't raise no quitter.
I need more to support this body weight. Water weight is what I call it. Oh, I should have brought you my merch. I have a shirt that says, "It's just water weight." I wear it proudly.
That's a good one. I want to get one of those for my friend who's like almost 400 pounds.
And tell them it's just water weight. I have nothing to worry about. That's what I tell myself. Would they wear it? Yeah.
He's funny.
Last piece.
Do it.
Okay. Yay! Cheers, you guys. No soy sauce. Natural flavor.
You're all salted out.
Oh, our miso soup.
Oh yeah.
We got miso soup. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna eat it down here so I don't smell like that. It's just miso soup.
Taste it.
Ooh, there's powder.
That's the miso paste.
Oh. Duh, I knew that. So I see tofu, I see... What kind of green is that? Oh, seaweed.
Yep. Seaweed's
Ooh,
delicious.
it smells good. The vegans always told me, because I was like, one of my biggest problems when I was vegan was the omega-3 problem. And like, actually, when they say, oh, flax seeds, whatever, I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't transfer well to DHA. It's slim to none. So then they say, well, get it where the source comes from. Fish don't actually have it. Fish get it from seaweed. So go eat the seaweed. That's what they tell me.
Do you know how much seaweed you'd have to eat to get like a lot of omega-3s?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they don't realize the fish magnifies.
Exactly.
It's like saying, oh, the cows have vitamin A. Well, just eat what the cows are eating. Yeah, well, the grass doesn't. You'd have to eat a massive amount of grass. Like the cow makes it and magnifies it in its body, and it's usable. But I tried telling that to the vegans. They're always just like, "Oh, Nick, you should have just taken seaweed pills. You could have stayed vegan.
Oh
you
my
could have
God.
saved your brain."
You would have to eat so much seaweed, and like, if you actually eat that much seaweed, you can get a lot of health problems because it does absorb a certain amount of like the pollutants in the ocean that, like, you know, the fish's liver will help to get rid of for you before you eat the fish.
Yeah.
So you really don't even want to eat that much seaweed. You can get all different kinds of toxicity, arsenic even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm all about sardines and salmon is that they have very low mercury, because that's another thing. Well, even non-vegans say it. Like, don't eat too much seafood because of the mercury.
You just don't want to eat a lot of like really big fish.
Sharks, which no one eats. Who eats sharks?
Like tuna. They get big.
Yeah.
200 pounds tuna. You're better off with sardines than tuna. That's a lot healthier.
I think sardines are the best if I'm looking for just health aspect. Would you agree?
Yep.
Health coach.
Yep.
Yay. When I'm done and I do my body transformation, I'm gonna come to Dr. John and have him.
I'm gonna get like one of those little things that the little mirror they wear on their forehead. The
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny.
I get sick like less than once a year, and like this is when I'm sick.
I know, that's funny. I've never seen you sick before. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I eat like super healthy. I never get sick.
Hi guys. So this is after the mukbang, and we didn't even get to talk too much about like us of like as a couple and the things that he saw me do, which I think you guys are gonna be very fascinated by, because he was kind of bringing it up to me at the grocery store. He's like, "Do you remember this?" I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." He's like, "Do you remember this?" I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so embarrassing." But I think you guys love to see me embarrassed. Like, we love to embarrass myself. So go ahead and roast me. Tell them something funny that you might remember back in. So when I knew him and was with him, I was raw food vegan. So I didn't cook my food. I didn't eat anything other than fruits and vegetables raw. And what I loved about you though was, even though you knew it was bad, you never pushed me to stop.
Because it was funny.
You never was like, "Nick, I'm really worried
It was
about it."
so entertaining.
You actually just let me do what made me happy.
It was so entertaining, Nick. You have no idea.
And he just let me come to my senses, which I did on my own many years later. I stuck through it for years, but yeah, you never was, I mean, you kind of did, was like, "Nick, I don't know about this," but you never like hounded me about.
I mean, if I was still talking to you when you like had bad health problems, then I would have hounded you.
Yeah.
But you didn't have them. You didn't really have health problems yet.
No.
But yeah, it was just the most entertaining thing in the world. Like, I would watch you, like, you know, this little stick, like just a little stick
This big.
Yeah. And you'd like hunch down in a corner with like an entire giant blender full of pureed bananas.
Oh yeah.
And then you take another banana and you dip it in the banana. And I'm like, "Oh gee, I wonder what that tastes like." Oh, banana.
Yes, it did.
I've never seen anyone do that.
I was trying to make my diet enjoyable. And I mean, I love. It did get pretty boring, but I loved how I felt. Even though I think long term you would start depleting your storages, but I think a lot of people like myself, I felt good at first, like, because I was probably getting out the junk simultaneously, and I just attributed it to, "Oh, I'm only eating fruits and vegetables." It's like, no, you probably feel great. It's because you're not eating sugar, you're not eating fried food, you're not eating processed food, you're not eating food dyes, you're not eating like a lot of different things that can give you health problems.
But that much fruit sugar is not good either.
I know.
That was too much fruit. You would get these like sugar highs,
I remember.
and you'd be like bouncing around the freaking apartment for like a half an hour, and then like 8 p.m. hit, and you're like, "I'm going to bed." That melatonin hit, bam, and you'd fall asleep, and you would sleep for like 11 hours.
9
you
hours
slept for
a night.
so long.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like, how does he sleep for so long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you're the one that taught me that the more carbs you eat, the more sleep you need. I never knew that until you told me.
And you got like extremely sensitive to like everything.
Everything.
Like
hairspray.
Everything. Like, I would make a coffee and you'd be in the bedroom with the door closed and you'd like complain. You'd be like, "It smells so strong," and I'm like, "It's just coffee."
I know. There's one time I was at my parents' house and I was eating this diet, and I think if anything, I think it makes your defenses weaker. I think it lowers your immune system, because Orland, who has an autoimmune disease, his immune system goes down, which makes his sickness not as bad. So that's why he stuck with it, because it makes his immune system go down. So yeah, my mom, I remember one time she was putting hairspray in her hair, getting ready for work. And I had to run out the house and sit in the grass for an hour until the smell went away. My parents were like, this is not normal. This is not how you ever were. And now you can't even smell something without like having massive headaches.
Yeah, it's
like very sensitive, but not in a good way.
And they think they're like, oh, well, you know, humans aren't meant to use hairspray, so of course we're supposed to be sensitive to it. But
that's
like,
the defense
but
that I had. I was like, what?
But that's not true, because like you got a dog and you use hairspray and like the dog's not going to flip out and run out of the house. Like, you know, you could do that, like wear hairspray next to a gorilla. It's not going to run away.
People at the zoo wear perfume, you know, they're not like, oh my God, I smell, she took a bath today. The bears go crazy now.
And like every once in a while, you would like have this crazy smell.
Oh my God.
Where you smelled like a horse barn.
Yeah, I remember the horse barn smell.
Yeah, every once in a while. And you like didn't want to use soap.
Yeah.
And I like went out.
Because I didn't want my body to absorb the chemicals.
And I went out and I bought this like ridiculous, like stupid, hippie, overpriced soap. And I'm like, look at this soap, Nick. It's like raw,
natural,
everything super perfect. You have coconut oil. And you like look at it and you're like, no thanks. And I'm like,
too many ingredients.
Great.
Yeah, I was taught by my gurus, which you know, this is why I'm so vocal about, because I think it's dangerous. Because there's some people who don't stop, and you can ruin your life by listening to gurus and doing those types of behaviors that I did. And I was told by some gurus that I listened to, if you can't consume it, you can't put it on your skin.
Well, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, they say your skin is your biggest organ, and what you put on your skin, you absorb. That's why certain creams work. That's why sunscreen works. That's why, you know, you put something on your skin and a rash forms. Like we're very our skins are made to absorb and breathe and consume. So the stupid thing of that is like, what if I put avocado on my skin? Am I now all of a sudden going to like digest the avocado?
No.
Does it go through my metabolic organ, my digestive tract? No. You don't freaking eat the avocado because it's on your skin. So I don't know, it's just so black and white.
You can absorb some things through your skin, but generally not really much. You can absorb like hormones and nicotine and stuff like that, but
yeah, nicotine patches,
yeah, but not too much stuff. Most of it just sits on. I mean, your skin's supposed to be there to protect you.
Yeah.
So
it was crazy. Yeah. Sorry for making your apartment smell. I do remember that. I remember you'd be like, Nick, all my roommates smell you. Like you stink. I'm like, but it's natural. I'm detoxing. I'm burning my fats.
And I'm like, what are you detoxing? You've been doing this for like ever, and you're like, years of abuse. Detoxing years of abuse.
Stored in my storages. It's all coming out.
When you had no storages anyway.
It goes from wanting to take care of your health, and you're kind of scared. At least I was scared into having to purify myself. It was like fear mongering that went in. It was propaganda that went into my head. And there's people still on YouTube making videos. We won't mention them. That literally I listened to, and they're the ones who instilled these stupid things into my head, like fruit. Oh, we're frugivores. We're only supposed to eat fruit. Like things like there's words that are made up. Is there such thing as a frugivore for humans? No. No. The made up stuff. It's just. And I believe it because someone said it. You know, it's really scary what happened to me. And
a while ago, I remember when you called me and you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing all these mukbangs. I'm eating all kinds of crap and like standard American diet, and I'm like getting chubby." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Well, you might be getting chubby, and that's probably not great, but you're still healthier than when you were raw vegan."
And see, I couldn't even believe that. I'm like, really? You actually think so?
I actually think that vegan is the only thing worse than standard American diet. It's like...
Because of what reasons?
It's like...
They're going to want to know why.
Like, you're just deficient in so much stuff.
Well, if they say my blood pressure, say I'm fine. What happens? What do you say to that?
You're not. I mean, just take a look at vegans that have been doing it for like 10, 15 years who don't cheat. Because a lot of them on YouTube cheat, and they don't put it on YouTube that they cheat, but they do.
Yeah. I was hanging out with a vegan bodybuilder that has been vegan for like 11 years, and I went to his house. I flew to Chicago to hang out with him, and then he told me off camera, like obviously not on camera, but in private, he's like, "Oh yeah, I take these crushed up ant protein and insect."
That ain't vegan.
Huh? Yeah.
That ain't
insect
vegan.
powder, insect protein powder, and that was the only thing he disclosed. I'm thinking like, well, what else is
That's
there?
good protein though.
Yeah, if he's willing to eat cricket
Yeah.
powder to keep him hanging along.
Bugs are healthy.
Yeah. I know. So, it was funny. Yeah.
And then for a while, like, you came back to visit, and you were just eating potatoes.
Uh-huh.
And that's all you were eating. Like, every day you would sit down and you're like, I'm doing the starch solution.
I felt so sick from that.
Here's my potatoes.
And I would never admit it to myself. Yeah.
That was funny.
He walked in one time and I was eating like 5 potatoes in a day. I'm like, I get all the protein I need from these potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was sold on.
Protein.
Oh my god. Just dangerous. And the worst trap I fell down into was the fat you eat is the fat you wear. I was told that like by consuming fat, not only will you get fat, but you're going to do damage to your heart. And there's all of these like how to reverse heart disease written by vegan doctors. They're like, don't eat any fat, don't eat oil, don't eat nuts, don't eat too many seeds, count your seeds, can't have too many seeds. You know, and apparently people have like, according to them, you know, reversed their heart disease or gotten off stuff. But I think down the road, the longevity of it, you're actually going to start creating triglyceride issues, making your own cholesterol, overproducing cholesterol, and having high cholesterol despite not eating any fat.
I mean, I'm sure it can be useful, like, short term for some people who used to eat, like, you know, McDonald's every day.
That's the thing. People go, at least for me, like, I went from crap to vegan and felt better, and so many people feel that. They're like, well, why are you telling us it's bad? Like, I got off my medication, I feel so much better, I lost weight. And that's what happened to me too. My message that I tried putting out there was like the longevity of it. 5 years down the road, when your liver has no more B12 in it,
Yeah.
5 years down the road, when all of a sudden your brain is really needing those DHA fatty acids from fish, like, good luck. It gets very scary.
I mean, you get anxiety,
Goes downhill real fast. That was my biggest thing. The whole
depression, schizophrenia, all kinds of crazy stuff that, like, you know, here's the general population eating crap, and somehow vegans manage to get like more depression and anxiety and schizophrenia and all these other personality disorders. I forget what one of them is, but there's a bunch, and it's like you're actually doing worse than the people eating fried ice cream.
And it's sad because I feel like, at least for me, and I think honestly most of those people who are going vegan, they're doing it out of a way to try to do better. Like, I didn't do it for I did it because I want to do the right thing. I want to do the right thing by my body. I want to be healthy. People approach that and actually do it because they're that determined to be healthy. It's just scary because the information is not everlasting. Like, what's working for you now is just working because you eliminated something that was causing something, but your body won't just make iron. You have to eat the iron, you know what I mean? And that's when people get really, really sick down the line.
There was this super famous vegan woman, and she wrote books, and she was called The Vegan Mom. You probably heard of her.
Yeah.
And she like came clean recently on this, like, you know, podcast. And she basically,
She was cheating too.
while writing books. She's been cheating for the past 10 years. So like what she would do is, like, you know, she would start to deteriorate more and more and more. And then she would go through phases where she would just put raw eggs in her breakfast smoothies. And, you know, she's like, oh, as soon as I would drink the eggs, I would feel so much better. Or she would, like, you know, go 6 months being totally vegan and then, like, stop at a sushi restaurant and just gorge herself on raw fish. And then she'd feel
better.
She'd feel great for, like, the next month.
I know what the vegans say. Well, that's not how nutrition works. You can't eat something and feel better. It doesn't work like that. Clearly, it's placebo.
No.
It's like, no. They're like, well, it's not instant. Yes, it is. Like,
I don't know who it
you
was.
can't argue with a vegan, though. It's like religion, because that's, you know what they told the vegan mom, who was vegan for a long period of time? Oh, she was never really vegan.
Oh, she was serious.
That's the very sad thing. That's when it turns into a cult mentality.
She wrote books on veganism.
Yeah.
Like, she knows what she's doing.
And they're gonna say, oh, well, she just did it to sell money, just to get. I'm thinking, like, no one goes vegan to be rich and famous. I'm sorry, it's really not that lucrative and popular. Like, I can name probably 5 vegans in my life. I can name 50 who were once vegan and no longer are vegan. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go into that to be a millionaire or to make a lot of money. You do it because you probably really want to, like, be in control of what you consume and try to be aware of what's happening on the planet with your, you know, as a byproduct of your actions.
So here's the craziest thing.
It's not to be famous.
She was raising her kids vegan. And she was doing it because she really thought it was the healthiest thing.
Yeah.
You know, she was making them these berry fruit smoothies for breakfast. She would make them green juice, you know, buy everything organic. She was really trying her her best
Yeah.
to raise her kids healthy.
Yeah.
And she would see them, you know, have this like terrible athletic performance in school, and they would get sick more than the other kids. And she was just like, what am I doing? Why are my kids getting sick? I'm giving them this amazing food. They're getting all this vitamin C, they're getting all these nutrients, they have everything they need. Why are they getting sick? Why are they not strong? You know, why can't they do gym class right? So
I told him I got fired from Home Depot because I was too weak. I was a cart pusher, and I got fired because I couldn't keep up. I was too out of breath.
So what she would do is she didn't want to tell her kids that like they would be eating something non-vegan because she thought it was like, you know, you can't.
So she snuck it in.
She snuck raw eggs in their breakfast smoothies and didn't tell them, and they got like way healthier. And she did this for years. She would just give them raw eggs in their breakfast.
Oh, the battery
and they had no idea.
The battery's about to die.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Sorry, it's blinking. Well, it was nice chatting with you. We could chat for like 5 hours about like health and science and diets and experiments and things we've gone through as people, and he's tweaked his own diet here and there, and as new information comes available to you, and also as you learn to yourself. But excuse me, yeah, I'm so happy I'm no longer vegan. It's so funny, and I'm only bringing this up not because I'm trying to like use that for views. It's not going to be in the title or anything, but just because last time I was with him and saw him and knew him, I was skinnier than him, and like, but not
skinny.
No, too skinny, like, and bony and really weird with what I would do. Oh my god.
I mean, it was great material for jokes. I would tell my friends about all this raw vegan crap you did, and they would just crack up.
There's a fly. Alright, you guys, well, we're gonna get going. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.